Okay, so today I would like to talk about functions, otherwise known as methods. There is a distinction between what's a function and what's a method, but at this point that's not important. What's most important is what they are and how to use them. So a function is a named procedure. So for instance, I could say print hello world, and I could run my program, and it prints hello world. Then I could copy and paste hello world so that we have 5 hello worlds, and sure enough, 5 hello worlds print. But since the procedure is the same each time, it would be convenient to give that procedure a name and then call it by name. We use the def keyword to define a function. So you say def, then the function's name, and then the parameter list, and then finally the colon. Now, we'll get into exactly what a parameter list is later, but for now you can leave the space in between the parentheses empty. And then the procedure for the function goes in there. Now, notice, as with other code blocks, when we have a colon, the next thing we do is indent. Everything indented is part of the code block. And then when we unindent, we get back to the left-hand margin, and we are out of the function. At this point, if we run it, nothing happens. Nothing happens because we have defined the function, but we have not called the function or executed the function. So we just say myfunc with the parentheses. At this point, you see that it says hello world once, and that's because we called it once. And in this case, we've called it twice. And 3 times. Now, at this point, you probably don't see very much programming power involved in making functions. It might not make a lot of sense as to why to use them, but this is just for demonstration. The real strength comes when we can modify the procedure of the function. Now, when we run it, the new message that's modified gets executed and printed 3 times. Functions really take on a lot of strength when we use parameters. A parameter is some extra information that you intend to give to the function. In this case, I'm just going to put the letter x, the variable x, inside of the parentheses. Now, right away, you'll notice these x's over here because it says no valuable for the argument x in the function call. Again, a point of confusion is the difference between an argument and a parameter. The difference is it's a parameter in the definition and it's an argument in the call. Now what we're going to do is instead of saying world, we'll say x. And then we'll call myfunc with a bunch of names. As you hear my cuckoo clock cuckooing in the background. And now the same procedure executes 3 times and each with a different value. So that's a brief introduction to functions. They really are named sub-procedures, and this is awfully funny of a distraction, but we'll keep it in there because why not? You can't predict this stuff, can you? And we're back. So, where did I leave off? At this point, you have a function, which is a named procedure. You can execute that function or call the function at any time. And it's basically a shortcut so that you don't have to repeat the code. and you also don't need to remember the procedure. This is a simple procedure with 2 print commands, but it could be more complicated, and we'll get into examples like that in the future. I think I've taken up just enough of your time for today, so happy coding. Oh yeah, go visit the website, sign up, check out the ebook, and subscribe to the YouTube channels. Have a great day. Bye.